The voices in my head saying I could do better. What's up? You gonna do better? Just like I gotta do better. Now do better, and you better hit that like button, though. Nah, I'm playing. Stay savage, your boy Shino Bentro is popping. Today we are back, and guess what we're talking about? We're talking about Boruto Naruto Next Generations. It's been a while since I did a review on the day of. Like, bruh, I usually do that shit like 2 days later. I'll make a stream or something, and like a lot of people will get to miss it. But like, you know what? We back on it because like the filler shit kind of settled. You know what I'm saying? There's more of those things where things are starting to get interesting now. Things are starting to heat up. We got Sarada going through her black daddy, mommy, parent moment. You know what I'm saying? We got Sakura out here fainting and shit. Like today's episode was pretty interesting. So I'm gonna give you guys my personal thoughts, my personal opinions on it, how I feel about it. You know, this is my review. So if you guys are excited, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. Well, almost daily. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. Let's get it. Gang, gang.
Whipping all this dope up in the trap house. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. I can't trust you, I can't give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Alright, so let's talk about what went down in today's Boruto episode. We got Boruto being weird as always. I mean, he's on this trolling shit. He's like, fuck you, dad. I don't want anything to do with you, but at the same time, spend time with me because I love you and I really want some of your time because you never give me attention. Whoa! And I'm just like, Boruto, you talk all this shit about Naruto over and over and over again. Bitch, we see through your facade. We see that you actually like your dad. You know, you keep calling him a loser. You just want him to hang out with you. He's like, Dad, come play catch with me. Look, bro, I never had a dad let's play catch moment either. Honestly, I don't think anybody black has. I mean, if you did, props to you. You got a lucky folder. He's probably a different race. But, you know, for the most part, I don't think I've ever played catch with my dad. You're out here bitching and your dad comes home. My dad lives in a different fucking state, Boruto. Anyways, outside of my life. But overall, it was a pretty laid back episode. Like, you know, it was one of those building up episodes, you know, one of those things where we've been waiting on the introduction of. And honestly, I can honestly say it's about to go down. Shit's about to get real inside of the Naruto, well, the Boruto universe, you know, because this is about to be the start of the build up to like the Shin arc. You know, things are about to start proceeding rather quickly. You know what I'm saying? The Naruto Gaiden is about to excel in a way. You know, right now we are honestly in the introduction. Now, a lot of people thought the introduction was like beforehand, you know, when they first showed the opening. But nah, that was just kind of on some filler shit. Now, like, this was the initial gate to starting up the episodes and starting up the guiding and shit like that. So we can see what goes down with Sarada. We can see the Murray moment between Sarada, Sasuke, Sakura, and Karin. You know, this is about to be some Jerry Springer shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where the drama is. Like, honestly, I feel like Sarada's shit has more drama than anybody else's compared to like the other kids. Cause like, don't get me wrong, don't like take this personally, but Boruto, he had his drama moment, but like it wasn't so much as focused on him. You know, he was trying to figure out shit outside of his eye, you know, trying to figure out like what's going on with Sumire and shit like that. Right now we got, you know, Sarada trying to identify herself. You know, she's at that point where she's growing up, she's maturing, she wants to know like more about her family. You know, she wants to know who her real parents are, because if you think about it, you know, she has Sakura tendencies, but like to a certain degree she doesn't really look like Sakura to me, outside of the fact that they gave her a similar outfit to the way Sakura dressed in the beginning of Naruto. You know, Naruto part 1, you know, Sakura had that long coat, and it's kind of like, not coat but long shirt tank top thing. It was something, but like that's kind of how Sarada dresses now. So, you know, it kind of gave me that vibe, but at the same token, you still see Sarada like completely different. And now like she's probably questioning why does she wear glasses, you know, especially with Sakura not saying that she wear glasses in today's episodes and not saying like her dad wears them either. She said probably, and it's kind of fucked up because, you know, once you say that, it's like, well, you don't know anything about my dad, and how if you guys both have perfect eyesight, why do I need glasses? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like at one of these like points in time, I feel like the glasses were given to her as like a memento just to have, you know, and she just like kept letting her child wear it. You know, Sakura just kept letting him Sarada wear it, you know, just for the sake of Karin and their friendship and shit like that. And it wasn't really nothing major. So right now we having a who's the daddy moment, you know what I'm saying? Who's my mother? You know, Sarada, you are not the father, I mean the child of Sasuke. This shit is really weird. Like, you know, just talking about it in this sense, it's really funny to see because Sasuke is really like the black dad of Naruto. He had a baby, you know, he was there when he was a child, and then he just kind of skipped town. And you don't see him for, how old Sarada is, 14, 12? You know, that's a fucking decade in 2 years, you know what I'm saying? My nigga been gone. My nigga was not coming back. He was like, you know, fuck that. So, you know, we see Chocho and her family getting along. In the beginning of the episode, we seen Shikamaru and his family family getting along, you know. Well, not Shikamaru, Shikadai and his son. I mean, Shikadai and his son, Shikamaru and his son. Those two are fucking clones. Like, a lot of people talk about how they didn't want to see clones in the Naruto and Boruto. Shikamaru and Shikadai are literally the exact same. Like, they are one and the motherfucking same. Like I haven't really seen anything that like separated those two. You know what I mean? Like, they just remind me, like, every time I see Shikadai, I just think of Shikamaru. Like, there is no like separation between them. Metal Lee has his moments because he has nervousness compared to Rock Lee. Rock Lee just didn't give a fuck. He would do anything around anybody, but Metal Lee gets nervous. But obviously those two are a lot alike. Chocho and Choji are a lot alike, but like they like clash and shit like that. But like Shikadai just reminds me of a perfect replica. It was dope to see Inojin inside, you know, his dad's side was basically like, you know, what the fuck is this, graffiti and shit like that. You know, Sai was just like, no, it's just aesthetics. It's not the same boring shit that you always put out there. You know, my shit has the color is vibrant, you know, it's nice to look at it, and it also does damage. And it was really funny to me because this was like, we have Sai, who is kind of a bland person, you know, dry personality. He's just kind of simple, you know, kind of sit back, laid back kind of guy. You know, Sai just started developing emotions towards the end of Naruto and towards the beginning of Boruto. We starting to see him express those emotions. But before, Sai was just bland, and now we have his child, you know, coming out drawing shit with aesthetics. And you know, he is Ino's son as well, so like Ino has a lot of emotion. Ino shows so much of her emotions throughout the entire series. You know, she's very loud, kind of like Sakura and shit like that. And then we have Sai with the soft personality that's low-key quiet, similar to Sasuke and fucking Sakura with Sarada, you know. And now we have Inojin, who's like a little bit different. Honestly, there's a lot of different things that's about to take place in the show. You know, this was all a good like beginning warm-up, and you know, it just played a big role. What kind of fucked me up, I mean, outside of it being a plot device, when the house got destroyed because Sakura can't control her power for some whatever reason. Like, she got upset and like she just punched the fucking ground, and then the whole fucking ground got destroyed and shit like that. I think that was the first time I seen Sakura raise her voice at Sarada and shit like that. And I know Sarada was probably scared as fuck because she really, like, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give it to Sakura in some ways more than others. She is super annoying to me. Like, I just don't like the way she annoys me. But like now in Boruto, she's not as annoying, you know. And then like still till this day, she's really fucking strong. Like, you seen how hard she punched the ground, dog, and she literally destroyed the whole entire backyard, and then the house just came down right after. And I was like, yo, this is a big ass house for just two people. Like, when I finally seen like the outside, like the imaging of the house, I was like, okay, Sarada and Sakura living big, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at this house. And then it fucked up because Sakura still got to pay the loan on the house. Honestly, it's dope to see how strong she is still, but it's still weird, you know, because she always doing some clumsy shit. So looking at the episode progress, you know, we got Boruto and Naruto fucking around. This episode was really just all over the place in terms of like the beginning part. I don't think it got necessarily seriously like in depth about Sarada and towards the end. So as Sarada's looking through the rubble and shit, she sees this picture. This is probably like, what the fuck? This is my what the fuck moment. Like, before they saw the picture, they showed the picture and it was Sasuke, it was Sakura, it was a baby, which could be Itachi as a baby, or it could be Sarada as a baby, and then there's a picture of Sarada. So I don't know. Basically, you know, Sasuke's on the picture, but he's in his Akatsuki clothes, and I'm just like, you have this man at his worst moments in his lifetime. You know, this man is going on this mission to atone for his sins, and the picture that you have for your family portrait, your family little collage of pictures and shit, is Sasuke in his Akatsuki outfit with you in your adult clothing, the way you look at as an adult, your daughter Sarada in the current state, and then a baby. And I'm just like, why the fuck Sasuke got on his Akatsuki clothes? Like, I know you took a picture with Sasuke at some other time, or maybe Sasuke was just like, you know what, I never took a picture with this bitch. So like, they're married, but they never took a picture together. So what kind of weird shit is that? Like, that's some, we married, but we don't need a ring. We didn't have to get married at a fucking not a reception at a church to say we love each other. Like, this some weird ass like open marriage type shit. My nigga Sasuke probably got some babies out there in the woods somewhere. You know, this man's been gone for a really long time. So it was alright, but I guess it's there for plot armor because after the house got destroyed, she found the picture again, and then they had like the broken frame, and she pulled out the picture. She saw Karin, Jugo, and Suigetsu, and I'm thinking to myself, like, who the fuck took this picture? Because by the time the Taka was formed, Orochimaru was already like inside of a curse mark gone somewhere. You know, they had to bring Orochimaru back through the curse mark and shit like that. So I'm thinking to myself, like, yo, what the fuck? Like, bruh, what's going on? like it's pretty weird. And then another thing that's really strange is in the Naruto Gaiden, Sasuke's coat was actually his coat when he left the village. It was all black, you know, it was just a regular cloak. It wasn't like the fucking Akatsuki cloak. So I'm confused to why the author of like the drawing for the anime actually put that in there. They do little things like that to see if you pay attention, but like I still don't get the meaning. Now towards the end of the episode, you know, we got to see Sarada finally decide that she wanted to leave the village. We got to see like Chocho give her some inspiration to leaving and shit like that. So she leaves the village and in her own pursuit, you know, kind of looking for Sasuke and shit like that. But we get a glimpse of Sasuke. That's probably one of my favorite parts of this episode, and I thought, you know, it would be a little bit more in depth, it would be a little bit better, but it's kind of super cliffhanger. So it seems like a mysterious person, I'm not going to really give names for the people who don't know what's about to happen. A mysterious person has encountered Sasuke coming out of a dimensional rift. So Sasuke had just came back to like their dimension. You know, he had his Rinnegan and his Mangekyo Sharingan active, and you know, he had basically relaxed. And by the time he relaxed, you know, he got into a clash with another being, another person. You know, a lot of people know, and then a lot of people know due to the opening and the endings of the like the previous episodes when it was like showing off the next arc and shit like that. But at the same token, a lot of people do not know who like the person is. So like this is, I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't read the Gaiden and shit like that, but Sasuke basically got into a confrontation with another individual who is pretty skilled, you know. So this is about to get interesting. This is where things start to define themselves for Sarada. You know, you're gonna see the Sarada development, because we got the Boruto development. We got to see Boruto grow. We got to see Boruto excel and use his powers. Now we about to, you know, get to see Sarada go into her little in-depth moments, because we didn't really see too much about Sarada. You know, she was there, but she wasn't there. She was kind of like a wallflower. Like, we get our moments and then she would completely disappear. Now we about to follow Sarada all the way through. And the only reason I'm really excited to follow Sarada, because I do like Sasuke and the fact that it's his daughter. You know, I want to see how she excels. I want to see if she plays more into her mother's hand or more into his hand, you know, for the future. I mean, I do kind of have an idea of how it goes, but it'll be really dope to see it animated. So in the next coming episodes, we probably gonna see more about that clash between Sasuke and that individual. So it's really gonna be interesting. It's really going dope to see. So let me know your personal thoughts, your personal opinions on today's episode. Let me know how you felt about it. It was pretty laid back, you know, and towards the end things got spicy. That's when it really got my interest. Before, it was just kind of like, okay, you know, she's trying to identify herself. She's trying to basically see who she is. So let me know your personal thoughts, personal opinions. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed the video. And with that being said, my name is Shino Bentro. Stay true and stay real. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And until next time, see you guys later. Boise.